And Mike, and like something like 25% of the places in Paris have AC, and it is 93 degrees there right now. And keep in mind, it's the evening there. It's 100 interior portions of over in France, and then further down in Spain, we've got triple digits. It is hotter in Paris, and it is hotter in London right now than it is in New Orleans. It's 90 degrees downtown New Orleans right now. As Mike said, we luckily have a lot of ACs down here, but we do have a lot more humidity too. So we've got to worry about our heat index. It's nothing that's completely out of the norm, that's for sure. And for us, this is somewhat manageable if you can be inside. But if you are outside, please be careful. Heat stroke and heat exhaustion are possible with the type of heat and humidity we have right now. Just listen to your body. You can overheat here on these types of days. If you start to feel faint, you got to shut it down, go inside and cool off. And by the way, this isn't changing anytime soon. We know this. We're going to stay in the 90s for the foreseeable future, all the way into next week, all the way into July. And remember, we're not even to the worst of summer. Usually August and even September can bring some of our worst heat and humidity. We usually get a little rain in the afternoons to cool us off. I don't think we're going to see much of that this week. Now, tomorrow, I did bump up the chances to 30%. I'm going to be watching areas up in to the north of us. We're going to watch these complexes of storms that are way on up here. You see all these storms in Oklahoma this afternoon? Now, those are not going to reach us, but eventually, some of those thunderstorms tomorrow may try to work their way down. So what they're doing is they're forming on the edge of this high pressure, which is up here, and then they track around the weakness of the high, which is this general motion down into the state of Louisiana and Alabama. I think the ridge is strong enough that it keeps most of these storms just east of Louisiana tomorrow. But I think in Mississippi, some of these storms, watch them here, we'll track them through Little Rock late tonight. Tomorrow morning, they're by Jackson, and then we may actually see a few of those thunderstorms in Mississippi tomorrow afternoon and evening. So we'll have about a 40 to 50% chance of rain in Mississippi tomorrow. Louisiana, I'm still only going around a 20 to 30%. So that's something to be aware of, especially over that direction in Mississippi. There could be some street flooding. There could be some strong winds with those out that direction. I really do think we're going to miss the brunt of it, though, in southeast Louisiana. So for the way it looks right now, mostly dry the rest of this week. And by the way, while this ridge is weak on our side right now, it gets stronger by this weekend. It's growing across the Gulf Coast. That'll squish the rain chances even more this weekend. You know, this isn't a bad deal, though. Hurricane season's going on. Bertha's the next name. There is no Bertha anywhere to be found on our map. There's hardly a cloud in the sky out in the Atlantic. So things are doing good there. The Pacific's going to be more active with a couple systems. And we actually have a large plume of Saharan dust that's going to be moving over the Caribbean islands Thursday, Friday. We'll have some haze near Cancun this weekend, and we might actually see a little bit of that dust early next week. Dust is a good thing this time of year. It means the tropics are probably on the quieter side. So for us, it's just the routine of summer. Tomorrow, I think Mississippi's keeping an eye on those thunderstorms blowing in from the north. A few of those could produce heavy rain and gusty winds. Thursday, Friday, it's back to 20% chance for rain, and Saturday and Sunday, certainly not a washout, but it will be hot in the 90s. Your heat index most days will stay 100 to 105, maybe an isolated 105 to 110. A marine forecast isn't a big deal either. Southwest breeze today at 5 to 10 knots. Same thing tomorrow, 5 to 10, and down to 5 knots on Thursday as that high pressure begins to park over us. High pressure usually equals calmer winds for us. High tides are going to happen in the morning hours. For most, they happened earlier this morning, and your low tides will happen later this evening.